Good morning. It's Tuesday, April 8th. Spring is on its way, even though we're supposed to get a little snow today. 10 a.m. here on Cindy Krupp's most glorious website, I Am an Open Door. This is training wheels. We're going to take some of my writing from my book Training Wheels, in which I just go through the daily lessons of A Course in Miracles, and we are on lesson 28 today. So what I will do is read the lesson, and then if people are up for it, I'd like to take us through a little bit of a meditation. Um, just, I don't know whether you can do that or not, because you're driving in the car, but you can just go along with it if you can. Just to take us into a place where we can actually experience the lesson a little bit, because experiencing is always the key to knowing. So I am going to turn my video off so that I can really just be free to do what needs to be done. And then you will just hear my voice, and I will go through the first 27 lessons, and then I'll read today's lesson, and then we'll go from there. Today's lesson is, above all else, I want to see things differently. So take your seat and just relax wherever you are. Everything is perfect as it is. Just go along for this ride. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to try. There's no effort here. Just simply be in whatever way shows itself. There is a lesson in a course that I'd really like to ask you to keep in mind as we do this. We go through this, and it's to receive all, give all. The lesson is to have all, give all. I'm sort of changing it a little bit to receive all, give all. And you'll see how that applies as we go through our meditation. You will see how it applies as we go through the meditation. As we apply the lesson, above all else, I want to see. Nothing I see means anything. I have given everything I see all the meaning it has for me. I do not understand anything I see. These thoughts do not mean anything. I am never upset for the reasons I think. I'm upset because I see something that is not there. I see only the past. My mind, my thoughts are preoccupied with the past. I see nothing as it is now. My thoughts do not mean anything. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear. God did not create a meaningless world. My thoughts are images I have made. I have no neutral thoughts. I see no neutral things. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I am determined to see. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interests. I do not know what anything is for. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. Above all else, I want to see. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Today's lesson is a more specific application than the one practiced before. You are asked to apply the words today to objects in your view. Today, you are making a series of definite commitments in this lesson, but whether you keep the commitment is not of primary concern now. If you're willing to make the commitment for today, you are on the path. All journeys begin with one step, and you are at the beginning. Why does it matter how you see a table, a chair, or a rug? In itself, it's not important. The point is, you see lots of separate things, which means you are not using inner vision. There's a light, literally and figuratively, in everything around you. It's the same light that is in all things, in this world, and indeed in the entire universe. You can feel it in your body. Most of us cannot see it yet, but feeling it is just fine. Here's the point. When I say, above all else, I want to see things differently, I am making a commitment to withdraw my preconceived ideas about the world. I am making a commitment to withdraw my preconceived ideas about what I see. I am opening my mind to the possibility of a deeper reality. I am decoupling my vision from the physical, from the material, as the sole arbiter of reality. And I am not using the past to define the present. I am allowing the thing to present itself to me now, rather than telling it what it is based on my past experience or any future expectation. Seeing a table differently is not an exclusive commitment. My willingness to see a table differently applies to all other things I see, as all things are joined. The table seen in its oneness literally shows me the purpose of the universe, which is shared in joy as the creation of all things. Nothing is excluded from this joy, not the table, not the rug, not the planet, not a pencil, and not a person. So as you practice today, play with what you see. Be committed, but do not force anything. Allow what you look upon to reveal its purpose to you. Even if it's just for a moment, lift your judgment. Pretend you've never seen that table, that chair, that plant, and notice what comes to mind. What do you see or feel in the table, in the chair, or the plant that you haven't noticed before? Above all else, I want to see differently. Above all else. So how do we see differently? Most of us have practiced with this lesson, but this lesson still keeps our attention focused on what is outside. And while it's true that what is outside is a projection from inside, we are moving beyond experiencing the world as its projection. We are moving into experiencing the world from the point of view of the inner witness. So when we seek to see things differently, we don't look outside, we have to go inside. Deepak Chopra says, "This is a lucid dream in a vivid now." This is a lucid dream in a vivid now. A near-death experiencer called it the lustrous vast. She said, "Earth is a lucidity gym. We build our lucidity muscles here." Being lucid means being present now, as the witness, as the lucid dreamer. All awareness is now, and now is not in space-time. Now is not in space-time. Don't confuse it with time. It's not a moment in time. Now is outside space-time. It is non-local consciousness. So let's take a few minutes and sink into presence. I want to invite you to just place your awareness on your breathing, if you haven't already done so. And there's no effort in this. Just breathe naturally. And now follow your breath out to its end. So breathe in, and on the out breath, just ride the wave of the out breath all the way to its end. It may be a short wave, it may be a long wave, it doesn't matter. You may notice that as you practice riding the wave, the breath becomes a little bit longer. It does this all by itself. And now go a little deeper and ride the wave out and just drop off the edge. And we drop off by just holding a little bit at the end. Just hold the breath at the edge. And just drop off. And then let the breath naturally come in again. Breathing in, riding the wave of breath to the edge, holding it and dropping off, and then inhaling. Nothing forced. You can't do this wrong. And now we're going to receive all and give all to all. So place your awareness on whatever comes up. Breathe it in the in-breath and just ride whatever it is, a thought, an emotion, a feeling, a sensation, a memory. Just let it ride on the out-breath and drop it off into the vastness at the edge. Be the space in which the thought, the feeling, the sensation arises. Let the breath breathe it out and give it back to the same place it arose from. You are the conscious awareness of something arising within the space of your own awareness. You're letting it move through you on the breath and dropping it off. This is the meaning, or one meaning, of the lesson: to have all, give all to all. Allow yourself to have what comes up and then give all of it to all that is. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else. This place, this silent place, is where all things arise. We see them arise. They move through us, through our awareness. They arise in awareness, and we let them go. In the now moment. I can only see things in the now. Now is outside of space-time. It is not local. All arises now, and I drop it off the edge now. I let it move through and pass it along. This place, this space, is the lucidity gym. It is the quiet space in which we see how the mind works. And it's from this place that we move outward into the world, the so-called world. Consciousness is infinite and irreducible. It is incomprehensible and inconceivable. But without consciousness, there is no comprehension. There's no conceiving and there's no perceiving. So in this space, we have the experience of consciousness conceiving and perceiving within itself. This is the beginning of the end of ignorance. This is the beginning of the end of false perception. Take a few deep breaths and come on back, and we can talk about your experience and this lesson. Thank you for joining me.